Hello there, I'm Aaron Baker, Editor-in-Chief of PhoneDog.com, and it's been my pleasure being Editor-in-Chief of PhoneDog.com. Such an iconic brand that was announced and rolled out in 2001, initially as a long-distance reseller, and then in later years went on to a technology publication. It's an iconic brand that's well known in all corners of the internet for your best mobile news, and it's been a tremendous pleasure being the video voice of that brand. That's why I'm here today announcing an exciting change to our brand and taking into effect a couple of different things. We realized that as time went on, the internet doesn't really know how to spell. And also, people love cats. This is based on our internet research conducted in mid to late 2012, and to that end, I'm proud to announce a rebranding that takes into effect our past, but keeps our eye focused on the future, the lack of spelling, and the love for cats around the world. It's my pleasure to announce PhoneKat.com, spelled F-O-N-E-K-A-T. Something to reflect current times, and when we looked at it, we honestly thought, you know what, we've had the PhoneDog name around for a long time. We've really just been appealing to dog lovers, and that is why we are announcing our brand new name, FoneKat. We are so excited about it. I mean, you know, it's one of those things, I was in meetings, and actually if you look at the way the branding is spelled, it's with a K, so it's K-A-T instead of C-A-T. That was actually a decision made by me in some meetings. I realized I wanted something that really appealed with the lingo that the kids are using these days. I mean, when you look at text messaging and things like that, you don't see it spelled with a C anymore. You see it spelled with a K, and that's why we wanted something. We were motivated by our present, but you know what? We're inspired by the future too. And we realized that if we want to compete, we need to really corner that cat demographic. We need to corner that demographic that loves little furballs, little cute little animals that walk around your house and, you know, use the litter box. And, you know, I think that it's a great revolution. I think it's a great blend because, you know what, I want people to think just like they thought for years with dogs and smartphones. I want them to think cats and smartphones. I'm really excited not just about the name change, but I'm also excited about our social media engagement tool we're getting ready to roll out. I can't tell you all about it yet because it's actually going to roll out slightly after the branding change, but it's called Kitty Hands. And what we're going to do is we're going to utilize these kitty hands in with the actual content on the site. So what we're working to do is we're working to partner with PC OEMs and other webcam solutions. So what you can do is you can turn on your camera, you can display your kitty hands in full force, and based on the actual energy in which you do your kitty hands, we'll be able to tell how excited you are about an article. So for example, you know, you read an article, you think it's a good article, but it's not the best article in the world. You want to throw up some kitty hands and do like this, and these are kitty hands. I'll show you on the camera so you know. Kitty hands are this, and basically what you're doing is kind of like using your paws to, you know, engage with an article. And so those are kitty hands, but you know what, let's say you got your kitty hands and you don't think it's that exciting of an article, you may have smaller kitty hands. Maybe you'll do it like this. But then you see some article or a video that you just love and you love it so much, you're going to not only do kitty hands, but you're going to meow too. And so you do something like, growl, growl, you know, and that means that it's a really exciting video. So what we want to do is we want to work with PC OEMs and other webcam OEMs to say, you know what, that person really likes this article. So the social media engagement's obviously higher because they're meowing and because they're really using their kitty hands. I am beyond excited about the PhoneKat launch, but really what I want people to do in the meantime between now and even when the brand launches, all the way up to when Kitty Hands, our social engagement tool, launches, I want you to get out there and do me a favor. Go to your favorite restaurant, go to your coffee shop if you're watching this interview, and just start using Kitty Hands. You know, be in the middle of a conversation with somebody, or ordering a cup of coffee, or ordering a burger, or something like that, and just roll out, you know, they say, how do you like that burger? You just roll out and start doing this, and maybe if you love that burger, go ahead and meow. And they're going to say, what are you doing? And you're going to say, you know what, these are my kitty hands. And you're going to be able to say kitty hands are a social engagement metric that PhoneKat.com uses. Kitty hands, you know, and if you really get excited, meow a little bit and explain to them the difference between simple kitty hands more complex kitty hands, and then kitty hands with a meow, and that brings people back to the PhoneKat.com site. We really want that ecosystem of bringing people in from the real world, from the internet, from social media mediums, all of that stuff. And so it's really important that you get out there and use kitty hands as much as possible, not just in a social engagement on the site when Kitty Hands launches, but actually in real life as well. I am so excited about PhoneKat.com. We are inspired by our past, we're driven by our future, and to that end, PhoneKat represents a revitalization of our brand. It's going to be exciting, the site's going to look amazing, and with our cool metric Kitty Hands, I think we've really got something that can compete and move ahead of our competitors in this space. I can't wait to launch this. I think everybody will be incredibly excited between moving from a dog to a cat, because honestly, if YouTube's any indicator, cats are where the party's at now. And so we are really excited to roll out PhoneKat.com. Look for it at the end of April 2013.